Hey, my name is Paul-Mikél Williams. I play Darius on Jurassic World Chaos Theory.
And I'm Sean Giambrone. I play Ben Pincus on Jurassic World Chaos Theory.
So going from the original series to this series, you guys are aged up 6 years. So how did you change your voice performance to match that?
I guess I have the most interesting answer because when I started Camp Cretaceous, I was 12 years old. I wasn't even a teenager yet. And so I kind of got the chance to age with the show. And so I turned 18 at around the same time Chaos Theory released, which Darius is now 18 in. So I got the privilege to let my voice grow alongside the character. So yeah, that was pretty fun.
Yeah, for Ben, because he had such a physical change, like on screen, I was kind of like, well, I feel like I need to like lower my voice or do something because I never could picture my voice coming out of that frame. Like, he's a big dude now, but and I think that the first episode, I was kind of like trying it a little bit, but then Scott and Serena, the director, were talking to me about it. They're like, no, I think we wanted to really feel like Ben from the previous series, and so it ended up just saying the same, which it was kind of a shocker when I first like heard it, but then I'm like, no, I like it. It's cool, and as this going into season 2 and stuff, I felt like because the scripts kind of got darker and grittier in some ways, it kind of like lowered my voice a little bit in ways that it hadn't in the previous, because there's less innocence in some ways now, I guess, being older.
What would you say is the biggest thing that's changed for your characters as far as their development?
You want to go first on this
So,
one?
You've got a good. No, I can shoot. I can shoot. No, okay. So as far as the development goes, he's kind of more of a steady character because he's got all these conspiracy theories that he's paying attention to, and so he just kind of gets more and more proven right or kind of more suspicious, and he's coming off of So I kind of forgot the question a little bit. I'm so sorry.
Like, as far as their character development, what do you think has changed the most? Maybe going from season 1 to season 2.
Just kind of experiencing kind of like a more dangerous world, and like knowing that there's like the mystery with the broker and all that stuff. I think it's kind of like now he's in the thick of it, so his fear is kind of becoming reality. So it's kind of more that, where he's just kind of like more on edge with his friends and still reeling about Brooklyn and everything.
Yeah, I think that from season 1 to season 2, Darius was very much like not on board with all of Ben's theories and stuff like that. But as we go through the show, we start to see Darius. He starts to understand where Ben is coming from, and he opens up to it a little bit more. And I guess it kind of just shows the trust that he has in his friends. And going into season 2, that's something that's really prevalent and very important, because now they're on this boat now, as we've seen, and it's just like they're sneaking into places together, very like secret, discreet places, and there's danger around every corner. So yeah, I think that Darius is definitely on his P's and Q's, and he's very wary about his surroundings, and that's definitely something that you're going to see a lot in the second season.
I was kind of curious if you could take us back to when you first stepped into this iconic franchise. What were your thoughts way back when we're like, oh, we're a part of the Jurassic Park franchise?
I was so stoked. When I was growing up, I mean, I was always like fearful of the Jurassic Park movies, and then when I started to get older, I was like, okay, I'm kind of over that fear now. I actually want to watch stuff, and I started with Jurassic World when that came out, and then I went back to Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World, and I was like, this is amazing. I love like the creativeness and how wonderful the filmmaking is and cinematics, and so when I got the audition, I didn't even know that it was Jurassic related because it was all under NDA and it was under code names. so I was just kind of winging it. I was like, oh, okay, do this, do that, and then once we like got to the second round of auditioning, they told us what it was, and then like I think there was like a 6-month period of like downtime before we finally got the call that I booked the job. And it was such a surreal experience. It was amazing. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, Jurassic. It's some of my like all the new movies they came out like for high school, college. So some of my best like all our friends gathered up and went and watched it. So it was just like such a fun event movie for us that they always have a special place in my heart. And like growing up, I remember getting scared too. And so now when we're acting, you can bring that with us. So every time we got to freak out, you can just like scream really easily now. It's pretty cool. And I don't know about you. I kind of was suspicious when I was reading. I was like, I feel like I know what this is.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I was like,
Wait a minute.
I felt that though.
Dinosaurs chasing me. I think I know what this is.
Yeah.
This has to be a certain.
Sounds a little familiar.
So yeah, it was just like the coolest thing. And then Amblin is on like the intro and stuff. It's so unbelievable. And that we've got to grow in these characters is just so cool.
Now, if you could bring on any of the characters from the movies, like who would you like to interact with your character?
That's a good question.
Well, I mean, they do. I feel like they're always so surprising with them. Like they do such a good job of bringing. So
Right.
I don't know.
I guess I'm just gonna be basic today and say like Owen Grady. Yeah, I feel like his performance in the Jurassic World movies was phenomenal. He did an amazing job, and yeah, I think that would be pretty cool to see him in a little bit of chaos theory at some point. Yeah.
Hey, I'm blanking on. Maybe it'd be cool. I'm blanking on his character name, but just like maybe there's some cool like flashbacks with And I'm blanking on the actor name too. It's, what's his name? Goldblum. If there's like some flashback, something or other. Or...
That would be pretty cool.
I mean, call out maybe.
Yeah,
exactly.
Something that'd be cool.
We actually we talked to a lot of voices that we used to call them. They were like on the Saturday morning TV, the Bugs Bunny voices and things like that, and you would have one guy that did 12 voices or 13 voices and stuff, and so whenever you would sit with them, you had no idea that you were talking to the voice. You guys use your own voices, okay? So have you been like checking out like at a store and someone say, hey, are you the voice of this? Are you the voice of that? We've obviously watched grow up on TV, so we kind of know you a little bit. But have you been recognized for your voice and not just for any other TV?
I've definitely been recognized a few times at least. Sometimes in a store, like there was maybe this one time when I was walking down the street and maybe somebody recognized me. Because I also do on-camera acting, but that was like little ways like back in the day. I say back in the day like I'm older. But so I guess I'm just, there have been some moments like that. And it's always a pleasure, getting to meet fans and it's, you never really know when something just really makes somebody's day, and I feel so grateful that I get the chance to do that, especially on this project. I'm sure Sean feels the same way.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Have you ever had to like change your voice so that you're not so so that you're not from the Goldbergs? You know what I mean? Like, is that like going through your head?
It kind of, that's, I've given a lot of thought sometimes, and there's some projects I feel like I get closer to being further away, and then I think of it like but it's all, I feel like it's clearly my voice, but I've always been curious, like that Eric Bauza who can do like all the Looney Tunes. It's like, I'd love to figure out how that works, and because even on this show, sometimes they'll ask us to do some like I'll be like someone on the boat or something, and it sounds kind of like me, or I like, oh no, just throw a New York accent on it. Maybe that'll sound different. But I feel like you're good at disguising because didn't you've done some of those characters?
I've done some some additional characters and stuff like that. But
And you can throw that deep one in.
Little-
It's like,
yeah.
it's like, yeah, he's,
my voice is like deeper now because I kind of lost my voice from yesterday because I walked the floor on Comic-Con and stuff like that. But yeah, I can do a little bit, just a little bit.
What can you tease about season 2 without giving too much away?
I can say that there's going to be a lot of twists and turns, that's for sure. You know, the final episode of the first season was right off the heels of them getting on a boat and going to who knows where. So I think that there's gonna be a lot of there's gonna be a lot of mystery and a little bit of wonder in there as well, because you know we never really know what we're getting into, but we know that we're doing it as the New Bar 6. We're doing it as a family. So I think that's gonna be one of the staple images of the second season, is navigating this whole new world together.
yeah, each character's got a lot of interesting things going on after this first season. I'm just so excited for all the Brooklyn stuff, just how it ended. It's like there's so much to reveal that like I think people are going to be very interested in seeing what happens there.
Yeah.
So we're going to be left in another cliffhanger? Or,
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a tad. We wish we could give you guys more, but October 17th is the day that the season releases, so maybe we'll be able to reveal it a little bit more as we go. But
Is this your first Comic-Con, or have you guys come before?
this is my first Comic-Con. Yeah.
What did you think about the exhibit?
It was awesome. It was just, there were so many people, and it was so populated, and there were so many displays everywhere, and it was a wonderful experience. It was great. Yeah.
I had been before, but yeah, it's always surprising. I don't think you ever get used to it completely because it's wild. But did you guys all buy stuff there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of cool junk.
You got to.
You kind of have to. You know, I don't want to buy anything, but you end up with just a handful of stuff.
Can we ask you guys about? Can we have one more? Can we ask you guys what is your like fandom? Like you know, are you a Star Wars guy or you know?
I'm more so, I don't know. I mean, I'm into everything like medially, I guess. I'm into everything Marvel. I'm into Mortal Kombat. I'm into DC. But I guess I've never really explored as much, other than just being into everything. I've never delved like down into one of the like holes that is like Marvel comics dating back and stuff like that. But that is something that I really want to do. I want to get something collectible that means something to me, and yeah, I want to explore that a little bit.
I collect Pez, and it's been a while since I got one, so it's like kind of a cool opportunity. But then, like Star Wars is huge for like Star Wars and Pokemon growing up were like my big ones, and then and also probably DC. So I'm just excited for all like the reveals, like all the costumes out there. But yeah, those are some of my top ones.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Ed.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, gents. Good luck. Congrats on everything. I appreciate it.
Thank you so
Fun
much.
talking to you guys.
Yeah, be well.